How's it going, everybody? In this video, we are going to take a look at 5 teams the Lions will beat in 2019, so let's get right into the list. Alright, so yes, keep in mind I said 5 teams the Lions will beat, not 5 games the Lions will win. Keep that in mind, okay, because there are a few on this list like that. But let's start this off, let's just get this thing started. We're going to go into number 5, where I have the Lions at the Cardinals week 1. So Lions play the Cardinals obviously only once this season because they're not a divisional team. But the Lions will beat the Cardinals, and that is the opening week of the season for the Detroit Lions. Now, you may be saying, well, you know, last season we thought we were going to beat the Jets and stuff like that, Sam Darnold. I get that. I just have a feeling, like sometimes you just have a feeling on some games. I have a feeling the Lions will beat the Cardinals. And I don't know what it is. I think it's going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy game. So if the spread is big in Lions' favor, don't look into that at all. I don't think it will be. But say it was like 7. Don't look into that. Because playing against a rookie quarterback that you've never seen other than preseason is not going to be easy to beat that team. We saw that versus the Jets firsthand. But I think there's a difference this season. We're not going to make all those mistakes that we did last season. Okay, last season, we beat ourselves. We started off well. Sam Darnold played okay, but we beat ourselves automatically by giving so many turnovers up. We just made a lot of mistakes. But this year, we're not going to do that. We're going to be able to run the ball. We're going to control the game. We're going to have a really, really ferocious defense. And it will definitely help out playing a quarterback that can run. Okay, scrambling quarterbacks are tough for a lot of teams. I feel like Matt Patricia knows how to play against these guys. He did it versus Russell Wilson, and he played very well. Now he's playing against another one here in week 1. Now, again, it is a rookie, but that defensive line will definitely help his scheme. So Lions will win at Cardinals in week number 1. That comes in number 5. Now, let's go into number 4, where I have the Cowboys at the Detroit Lions. This is a 1 o'clock start. This is November 17th, so a little bit later in the season. Now, the Lions will win this game. Lions are at home. We saw them lose to the Cowboys last time, and it was so sad how they lost that game, right? We played really well at the end of that game. Stafford threw a touchdown pass to Tate, put us up by 1, and then one crazy lucky bomb by Dak Prescott to Ezekiel Elliott that Jared Davis just couldn't get a hand on, that put them in field goal range, which automatically beat us because, you know, they made the field goal. And it was just so unfortunate to see him lose like that. Definitely a heartbreaker. And I know a lot of you guys, pretty much all Lions fans, don't like the Cowboys like at all. A lot of fans really don't like the Cowboys. I, for one, I don't like the Cowboys. We have a really good history of playing this team. Usually these games are very, very exciting. So I do believe the Detroit Lions will actually get their revenge now in 2019. I don't think Elliott's going to be able to handle this defensive line. I think we're going to stuff them for sure with Snacks Harrison and Mike Daniels. So we're not going to establish the run game inside. It's all about containing the outside. That's going to be the key of the game. And also really slowing down Dak Prescott. But he doesn't really scare me, especially if we get pressure under that guy. We just, again, have to contain both Elliott from the outside and Dak Prescott with his scrambling ability. But I think the Lions will get some revenge here in 2019 and take down the Cowboys. So now, into the top 3, we have the Lions at the Raiders, which is November 3rd, a 4:05 start. And this one you would think, okay, that's obvious. Raiders are bad, but they did a lot of things this offseason. And I think the Raiders are one of those teams that we don't know what to expect. This team could be really good. This team could be really bad. I think people are going to the side of really bad, but we don't know. Now, the only thing we really do know at this point is that Antonio Brown has threatened to retire if he doesn't get to wear his old helmet, which it's a complete mess, okay? Antonio Brown's a mess. That whole team, that whole organization is a mess. We will beat the Raiders. And I know in the past, okay, this is the team that we lose to, right? Team we're not supposed to lose to. I think there's other teams on this schedule that we're not supposed to lose to that we may lose to. But I don't think the Raiders are one of those teams. I see us beating the Raiders. We've had a pretty nice history playing the Raiders, even though a lot of them have been comebacks. I just see us beating the Raiders here in 2019. I see a lot of problems. Now, they do have that new running back in Josh Jacobs, but I do have confidence that we will take down the Raiders, and that comes in at number 3. Now, coming in at number 2, this is not a specific game. This is a team, right? Like I said earlier, 5 teams that we will beat. At number 2, we have the Minnesota Vikings. We will beat the Vikings one time at least. I think we could beat them both times, but at least we'll beat them one time. And I don't know if it's going to be home or away. I'm leaning on the side towards home. I feel like playing in Minnesota is just tough. Now, we've done it, right? Obviously, we've done it. It's just tough. I have the feeling that we'll win at home this year versus the Minnesota Vikings, get some revenge. You know, the Vikings played pretty well last season. We had a down season, but we have beat the Vikings in the past, and I just see a really, really good team in the Lions that's all around just a lot better than last season. I see us beating the Vikings at least one time, but I would not be opposed to a sweep. I'd be okay with that, Detroit. And now, finally, coming in at number 1, same thing as number 2, I have the Green Bay Packers. We will beat the Packers at least one time, and we definitely may beat this team twice. I mean, without a doubt, we could definitely beat this team twice. Now, I'm kind of siding to a way that we will win. I think we'll win like week 5 on the road, that Monday Night Football, especially if we have a bad start to the season. I feel like we'll find a way to beat the Packers like we found a way to beat the Patriots last season after a rough start. I just don't see us losing to the Packers on the road in that Monday night game. And now the last game of the season is at home versus the Packers. And we really haven't had a good history of that, especially if it meant winning the division. This year definitely could be different. This seems like a different team. So we could definitely win both. I would not be surprised at all if we swept this team. Now, I didn't put the Bears on here. Like, where's the Bears? I think we can definitely beat the Bears. The problem is I can't, like, straight up say we're going to beat the Bears. Like, we will beat the Bears. Because the Bears are a really good team, and they're tricky, right? So I don't know if there's any team in the division I can't like be 100% confident that we will beat. It is the Bears. And the other two, I'm very confident we'll beat at least once. So those are my 5 teams. It may be wrong. It may be wrong, right? I might get some of these wrong, but you know what? That's the point of predicting. I'm going with these 5 teams that the Lions will beat in 2019. Thank you, Pride, for watching. I'm glad you guys are all here. I know these videos are kind of weird, right? They're kind of like pre-recorded and stuff. I know. It's been a really exciting week. We will get back to it for sure. Anyways, thank you, Pride, for watching, and I'm out.